Kohn, Art Kohn, is on the phone with the very latest. Art Kohn, of course, our experienced military reporter. Art, what can you tell us?
Yeah, hey Don. Like everyone else, I mean, my big concern right now is of course for this the fifth missing person. We don't know whether that was a pilot or a crewman or whatever. But you know, as we've been talking about with water temperatures and even with protective clothing, you know, every minute that goes by, it becomes more critical. I do know that anyone working in a Navy military aircraft does have to go through water survival training. I've been through this course myself, and it's very extensive. And one of the things they specifically train for is a helicopter going down in the water. So, I mean, these guys have the training, they have the equipment, they're certainly given every chance, but anytime you have to make an emergency landing, again, as the Navy is calling this, into frigid waters on a day when temperatures are in the teens, you're going to have a very challenging and potentially deadly situation, obviously.
Art Kohn on the phone right now, our military reporter, following this crash of the Navy helicopter, the MH-53E Sea Dragon, that went down about 90 minutes ago, just off the coast of Virginia Beach, about 18 miles east of Cape Henry.
And Art, one more time, could you explain to the viewers, this of course being a very large helicopter, no longer in production, explain what that means and the fact that this helicopter will continue to fly?
Well, it means simply that they're in what they call the sustainment stage of this aircraft. In other words, it's no longer in development. We do know that that the mission, as far as it being used for the anti-mine countermeasures, that the Navy has already said they're scheduled to use it at least through 2017, which is, of course, is another 3 years. And, you know, we shouldn't obsess over the age of an aircraft because, I mean, there are certain planes, whether it be the Navy, the Air Force, or even in civil aviation, that are just workhorses. They were built so well to begin with that they, you know, that they're still used many years later. The Navy has another aircraft. Now, this is a fixed-wing aircraft, but we fly in that all the time, on and off the carriers, and that's the COD. And that aircraft has been around a long time. It's a propeller, a prop aircraft. It's a fixed wing, not a rotary aircraft like the MH-53E, but it's been around a long time. It's a workhorse, and so is this helicopter. However, you know, at some point, you know, everybody has to step back and reevaluate it. I've even heard unconfirmed reports. Now, this is unconfirmed. I want to stress that this particular helicopter that we're talking about today may have just finished some kind of maintenance program and was out flying to check that out. We do not have that confirmed from the Navy, so I can't say that's absolutely what happened, but I can tell you this. When it comes to, and I'm not an aviation expert, but just having been around them as long as I have, when it comes to anything like a helicopter, including our own Chopper 10 even for that matter, you have so many hydraulic systems, so many systems, that maintenance is something you have to do pretty much all the time, especially when you're using the workload they do. And I know the Navy does what they can to maintain, you know, a good working order of these aircraft. Again, it'll be some time before we find out, you know, what caused this particular plane to have to make, or this helicopter to make an emergency landing. But there are a lot of variables to be considered here. But I think clearly, before we start getting into all that, our first concern is with this missing or unaccounted for crew member of the helicopter.
Absolutely. Military reporter Art Kohn, thank you as always for your expertise on all of this.